Hello and welcome back to another beer review. I'm Ben the Beer Lad, and today I'm going to be doing a Vocation beer. This one is the 13% Imperial Stout red wine barrel aged. This one I got out of my cupboards. It's been in there for about a year-ish. And yeah, I just decided to go through my cupboard, see what I've got, and it turns out, looking through it, this I have never reviewed before. It's been in my cupboard because I thought I reviewed it and I'll get another one and stick it in the cupboard and let it age for a bit and see what it's like in a year or two and come back to it. So I had a look and it turns out, yeah, never had this one before. Never reviewed it. Went under my radar when it came out, which I'm surprised at because I thought I did all the barrel aged series ones that came out last year. Apparently not. This one, I don't think it's a vegan friendly beer because it doesn't actually say anywhere that it is vegan friendly. So I'm going to assume there's like lactose or chocolate or something in there. I'm not sure. Its best before date is the 31st of January 2023. Even though it's 13%, it's got a best before of January 2023 and it only came out last year. This can last longer, let's be honest. Gulf on the back says the third release in 2022 from our barrel aging project, brewed with 6 varieties of malt and initially fermented in our house yeast before finally being racked into red wine barrels for a secondary fermentation where it rested quietly for 12 months. This red wine barrel aged stout, or this red wine barrel aged Imperial Stout, is rich, sweet and complex with notes of oak and tannins. It holds the very essence of what barrel-aged beer should be, with delicious layers of flavour that leave you wanting more. And it says all that right there. Yeah, that's everything for the bottle label, I guess, the bottle art. It's quite nice red, but besides that, that's everything. So let's crack it open and see what we've got. So obviously 13%, big boy numbers this. Still some in there. So this is not going to be one that I down on camera, but it's going to be something I'm probably going to enjoy. Right, so there's the beer. We've got jet black beer. There's no head on that. It was a dark tanned colour, but aside from that, there's nothing. It does have a nice alcohol ring to it when I get that right. And if my camera picks it up, it does have a nice one. No floaters yet, but I've not emptied the bottle, so there could still be. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's get a smell and see what we get, shall we? Oaky, woody. You can smell the wine. You can smell red wine. It's really, really strong there. Nice roasted malt. I feel like this is one where when you open it, you just have to let it breathe and it'll get the best flavours and everything, but I don't have time for that. Yeah, oak, wood, red wine, roasted malts. It smells really good. Let's get a mouthful for body and carb. That carbonation is so light, it's just next to non-existent. Body, it's medium bodied, medium to full bodied. It's velvety, it's oily, it's nice and smooth. That is so good so far. Let's get a big old taste, shall we? Cheers. That is really, really well balanced. That's really well balanced. That's really good. So you can tell the red wine is a big part of this because it's one of the main flavours. It's also boozy. It's there in the cheeks. It's, you know, it warms your cheeks up. You get a little bit there in the throat and the chest. So it's got this nice boozy, pardon me, coating of the palate, but you've got this nice red wine flavour, roasted malts. Just lingers. It just sits there. It doesn't get worse with time, if you know what I mean. Flavour wise, it just sort of sits there and lingers and just keeps the flavour going. But yeah, red wine, roasted malts, and again that barrel, you can taste the wood, you can taste the oak. It's all there. There's not much else really in the way of flavour, but it is quite strong in the red wine. You can taste it. It's there. It hits you. Barrel, the oak, the wood, not as strong flavour, just sort of quite mellow throughout the rest of the beer. But it's there, and it's just something to add a bit of depth, add a bit of layer to the beer. Same with the roasted malts, not as strong as the red wine, but there still adds that roasted, slightly bitter flavour to the drink. It's just very good, but it's well balanced. Nothing really affects the other flavour. It all sits well. It's just really good. And it's 13%. I know I said that you can taste the booze, but it's not. I wouldn't be guessing 13% for this, because I've had beers as strong as this and stronger. So I know what the ABVs kind of taste like at this point. It doesn't taste like 13. It's a mild warming in your cheeks and your throat and in the chest, but that's it. It's just a warm flavour. It doesn't burn. You can't set my mouth on fire if you lit a cigarette next to me. But it's just there, just a nice little coat and a nice little warming flavour or feeling. It's very good. So I think with that, I'm gonna go away and enjoy this, because it is very nice. It's just 13%, so I can't be drinking it all on camera because I'll end up on the floor, because I just do. So with that, Vocation's Imperial Stout, red wine, barrel aged at 13%. Out of 10, I think this is a nice 10 out of 10. I think it's perfect as it is. There's no need to change that. I don't think they will, because obviously it's not a main beer. It's a special release, so whether they've got it again and they're just going to release it in another year or so, I don't know, but they don't need to change that if they ever came back to it. It's good as it is. It's perfect as it is. It's a really nice beer. So 10 out of 10. If you have had this before, please let me know. Let me know what you think, if you like it, if you don't. If you've not had it, I guess tough is the best way to put it, because you can't get it on the website, I don't think. And this one's a year old, or 18 months old actually, to be fair. So it's an older beer, so I doubt you're going to get it anymore. But if you've got one and you've not had it, might be worth cracking it open, see if it's changed, if you've had it before. If not, worth a go. It's always a winner, to be fair. Can't go wrong with it. A nice Friday, Saturday drink, something to either start or end your night on. That's it. So yeah, but if you want Vocation, I'll leave a link down below. Pardon me. If you like the video though, thumbs up, thumbs down, all that usual stuff. If you want to subscribe, consider doing so, because the show must go on, etc, etc, so on and so forth. Now, see you later. Bye.